Construction Scrum, the easier, better for construction way to begin.
Scrum is a simple framework, like scaffolding, designed to make delivering projects easier, better, and faster. It does this by breaking the scope of work, milestones, phases, and tasks into smaller component parts, small batches. Scrum teams use lean construction principles to focus on working closer to one-piece flow, tackling one increment of work at a time, prioritization, and sequencing. After each incremental step, the Scrum team reevaluates what direction the work should flow next and what process is most efficient to accomplish that. Scrum allows you and your team to go and see what your project needs to improve in small cycles of inspection and adaptation, planning and scheduling. From the Scrum Guide, quote, Scrum is a lightweight framework that helps people, teams, and organizations generate value through adaptive solutions for complex problems. In a nutshell, Scrum requires a Scrum Master to foster an environment where 1. A product owner orders the work for a complex problem into a product backlog. 2. The Scrum team turns a selection of the work into an increment of value during a sprint. 3. The Scrum team and its stakeholders inspect the results and adjust for the next sprint. 4. Repeat. Scrum is simple. Try it as is and determine if its philosophy, theory, and structure help to achieve goals and create value. The Scrum framework is purposefully incomplete, only defining the parts required to implement Scrum theory. Scrum is built upon the collective intelligence of the people using it, rather than provide people with detailed instructions. The rules of Scrum guide their relationships and interactions. End quote. An easy way to remember all the key elements of Scrum is this: 3, 5, 3. The first 3 represent the 3 roles in Scrum: the product owner, Scrum Master, and developers, the team members. There are 5 events in Scrum, 5 meetings. The last 3 represent the 3 artifacts we create and use in Scrum, 3 things we can observe and also help guide the 5 meetings. Each of the 3 artifacts reinforces accountability via a corresponding commitment that enhances focus, commitment, and transparency. Scrum works as a system. All good projects start with a goal and a vision of how to bring the owner's project to life. That's what the product owner does. In Scrum, they own the what, as in what the Scrum team is going to make, based on conversations with customers and project stakeholders. The product owner creates a prioritized wish list of all the things that need to be done to finish the whole project. This is called the product backlog. Then, the Scrum team, including the product owner, Scrum Master, and developers, take a look at the backlog during sprint planning, the first event in Scrum. This is when those who do the work collaborate to pull in the highest priority backlog items they believe they can finish in a set period of time, known as a sprint. This shorter to-do list is called the sprint backlog, an ordered phase of work, backlog items. If this phase of work is achieved, the team makes progress toward the sprint goal or milestone. Once the plan is ready, prioritized and sequenced, work towards the sprint goal can begin. Sprints are the heartbeat of Scrum. Each sprint lasts from 1 to 4 weeks. They're short by design. A sprint cycle should be just long enough to allow the Scrum team to produce a meaningful increment of work in place that could be released to the next value creators or customers. No surprise, we call this an increment. Sprints should be short enough that the Scrum team can adapt the plan and schedule if needed based on customer or stakeholder feedback. Throughout the sprint, the Scrum Master coaches the team on Scrum. These servant leaders also facilitate the events and support the team as needed. Every workday, the Scrum team huddles together for the daily Scrum. This meeting should take no more than 15 minutes. This check-in meeting enables the team to track progress toward the milestone, sprint goal, and replan the sprint as needed. During the meeting, the Scrum Master helps the team identify the constraints, bottlenecks, or things that are making it harder to achieve the sprint goal, and will prioritize eliminating anything slowing the Scrum team down. At the end of the sprint, you have the sprint review. At this meeting, the product owner makes sure the right people are there to show and share the completed work and get feedback. The final event in Scrum is the sprint retrospective. The retro is where the Scrum team looks back on the sprint with a specific focus on the process, and they agree on trying something in the next sprint that may speed up their flow or make the process work better. And that's it. The basic 3-5-3 structure of Scrum.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to tap that subscribe or follow button to never miss content like this for design and construction professionals. Thank you for watching.